Hi everybody and big welcome to cEDH TV gameplay. Me and Pontus here as usual, here to showcase our hands and talk about our thought process while we're playing the game. With us also we have Joel.
Hello guys.
And LF Cruz.
Hello, hello.
So I'm playing Kaalia. I kind of like the new hoarding Rude Lord that can be found with Magda, but we can also put it into play with Kaalia, which is basically a better, different version than Rune Scarred Demon, giving your spells convoke. And that's a cool way to combo off and win with Kaalia. Kaalia is basically a fast turbo Mardu deck in general. That's just tricking big demons and dragons into play.
I'm playing Moist Jund or Ikra. It's just Grixis plus green, therefore the moist part. Basic package with like Calling the Weak, Calling Ritual, Elvish Spirit Guide, and those cards.
Tivit is a commander that gives you both card draw and ramp in the command zone. He can also give you an extra turn if you run a card like Time Sieve, and he runs the normal Tassas Oracle and Demonic Consultation line.
Hey guys, so today I'm playing Dargo Tracius. So this is a Hulk deck. So the idea is to cheat Hulk into play and then sacrifice it with Dargo, so our opponents cannot really interact with that. And the pile that we get is just simply to generate infinite mana. So either it's going to be the Tavern Scoundrel with the Frenetic Freed with the protection from Silver Safekeeper, and then we have of course Underworld Breach combo as well, so we can just bring freeze our opponents.
Now let's take a look at some opening hands. So we have a Gemstone Caverns, that's the only land, and we're starting play in the turn cycle, so that is a colorless land, and then there's nothing else. Yeah, we have to mulligan this one, basically a no-lander. This time we have a lot of lands, and we have good cards in the deck, like we have Burnt Offering, we have Necro, we have Muslim Secret is not really good right now, Duffy Voidworker is decent, but we don't have an explosive game with this. Like we don't have a fast Kaalia, we don't have a fast Necro either, we have a turn-free Necro currently. I definitely want to mulligan this. We want to find something stronger. We want to have something that is putting Kaalia into play early in the game, or solving if this hand had a Dark Ritual, I would 100% keep it. So we have two big demons. That is good, but we don't have a way of getting our commander into play that fast. Like the worst case scenario right now is that we're getting Kaalia into play like a turn 4 eventually, and that is a little bit slow. I think we're going to mulligan this one. Like we don't want two demons in the hand either. We want to have one demon in the hand. We have a Pyroblast for interaction, last chance. Like the only card we actually have in this hand that is doing something is a Pyroblast. So we're basically keeping a Pyroblast and 3 lands. So when you view it like this, we're currently at our 6. But this is like a 4-lander, a 4-card hand basically, because of the Pyroblast and the Freelance being the only card we can use here. So we're gonna go down to 5. We have a Smothering Tide, I like that. We have a Necromancy. Necromancy can actually be utilized against our opponents if they put creatures into play and then those creatures dies. I actually think I'm gonna keep, like this is not really a great hand Kaalia wanna utilize, but I don't really wanna go lower. Like there is a chance that someone is going to interact with someone putting a big creature into a graveyard, and then we can use Necromancy to gain some value from that. So there we go. This is our 5 hand. Not great, but it could get there.
So this hand is weird. It kind of does a thing, but also like just doesn't. Tainted Pact for Ristic, or a turn 1 gamble for Nos, turn 2 try to Nos. So if I gamble for Nos turn 1, I need to kind of 3 cards and can't discard. The turn 2 Nos probably just works. This is a weird hand. I'm going to try this hand. Gambling for Nos turn 1. It's kind of risky if we discard either the Dark Rit or the Rite of Flame. We're in awkward spots. But we still have a Tainted Pact turn 2, and we still have 2 draws. I probably should mulligan this. I've been acting as a character a lot lately, but yeah, I'm keeping this hand, even though I probably should mull. It has the potential, it's just a bit awkward. So let's keep it. Please don't punish me, Gamble. I beg you. Go ahead, Cruz.
Protein Hulk in our hand, that's really, we don't want Frenetic Freed in our hand. And to be honest, there's not much going on here. We are in 3rd seed, we could have a Ragavan, but yeah, this is just not good. Let's go to 2nd 7. We don't have anything in our graveyard. Yeah, I have to go down to 6. Okay, this is a bit more interesting, but there is not much going on here. This is a 6. I don't really want to go down to 5. This shifted Doppelganger here is just to drop Hulk if you have on our hand, so it's not really a good card. Just testing it. So I think I'm gonna just bottom this here and hopefully, yeah, I'm gonna go down to 5. I may regret this. There you go. I regret it. Really bad, right? Rite of Flame into nothing. Come on, give me something good. Remora or something. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. So maybe we managed to get a land and I Gilded Drake something good. This is horrible. It's a disaster. Let's go.
Not really that great, not that big of a payoff. I don't like this hand at all. Like 2 talismans or an arcane signet, this hand slightly okay, considering that we could play Smothering Tide to play out our commander fast, but I don't like this hand. Go to second 7. We have 1 land now and no ramp at all. This hand we cannot keep at all, so go to our 6. We could play Tivit on turn 2. I think it's a little bit too slow, especially considering that we don't have any payoff spell like a Ristic or a Wheel or something like that. So I'm actually mulligan down to 5. We have an Esper Sentinel, but we have no land. Alright, go to 4. Alright, let's start the game.
I am going to start off and drawing a card. Oh, that's so good. That's really saved the hand. We're gonna play a Bloodstained Mire, sacrifice that. We're gonna find Scrub Land and cast a Sol Ring. And with Sol Ring in play, I will pass the turn.
Take my turn. Land return will be a volcanic island. Tap it to cast a gamble. Find this card. Discard a card randomly. Discarding this Adnos.
No. Yeah, okay, that was that was unlucky. I'm guessing that's the card you searched for.
You'll see. Cast this Smokestabbing, pitching a Willet Vittles. Cast this Mox Opal. Then I'll pass the turn.
Give me something good, deck. Let's draw. Play this Windswept Heath, and I will just pass the turn.
Taking my turn. Draw for the turn. Mana Confluence, and also play a Jeweled Lotus. Then I'm gonna pass the turn to you, good sir, above me.
I'm gonna crack my Windswept Heath. I'm gonna find a tropical island, and you can go.
Untap and draw a card. So, like, we started off in a really weird position with very little acceleration. That Sol Ring top deck literally just changed everything. The dynamic, like, we're gonna have a Smothering Tide into play turn 2 here. Lady Luck have been smiling at me for a while here now. I'm gonna play this Scalding Tarn. Then I'm gonna sacrifice it immediately. Finding a bad land, and I'm casting a Smothering Height.
I pass.
Swan Song, the Smothering Tide.
No, that's so sad. It goes to the graveyard and I get a birdie. I will pass the turn.
Take my turn. Oh no, I don't want to. Let's do this. Tap this for black and cast this Dark Ritual. Tap this for red and cast a Rite of Flame. I think you can see where my hand was going to go. Use 1 red, 1 black. Cast a Tainted Pact. Tainted Pact resolves. I'll exile Spell Pierce. Morphic Pool. No. We're gonna see Wheel of Summer. We can stop on LED. Cast a LED. Tap Mox Opal for a red. 1 red floating. Cast a Wheel of Misfortune. Cracking LED in response for 3 blue.
Why did you have to swan my tight?
The only problem with this wheel is that everyone wants it. Wheel of Misfortune resolves, everyone will choose a number. Okay, so each of us reveals a number on 3. So 1, 2, 3. So I won, therefore I win the game. The way Wheel of Misfortune works is that the person who shows the highest number, which is me, gets to wheel and loses that much life, or take that much damage rather. The person who shows the lowest takes no damage but doesn't wheel, and the people in between just wheels and take no damage as well. Me, Joel, and Cruz will wheel, Mons will not wheel, and I will take 25 damage. As a post wheel, I will play this Tropical Island. I will use a blue floating from my LED to cast this Sol Ring. Tap Sol Ring, use my 3 floating to cast the Kraum. And then I will pass my turn.
Hey guys, so let's go to my second turn. So gonna draw. We had a wheel that was pretty good for us. We have more cards, but still kind of there is not much going on here. So Tivit is probably coming next turn, which is very scary. Also, we have a Kraum there with a lot of mana. It's very tricky for us. We survival now, discard Magus of the Order, get Dockside, Shadowcrew Smashing, get Dockside our next turn, and maybe we can do something. Maybe we can win next turn, Pattern of Rebirth, or something like that. Okay, that's the plan. Play these Steam Vents, I'm gonna shock it, and then I will tap for 2 and cast this Survival. And then I will pass the turn.
In your end step, cast a Swords to Plowshare on Pontus Kraum.
Why'd you get to be like this, dude? I will respond. I'll fluster your swords.
It is flustered. Taking my turn then. Play a Verdant Catacomb. Fetch for an Underground Sea. I would like to cast this Lotus Pental. Crack my Eulid Lotus for 3 white. Crack the Lotus Pental and cast my commander, Tivit.
Trigger Kraum.
You may draw. Alright, starting with me, we shall have a little vote. Either give me a clue or a treasure. So I will vote for 2 treasures.
I will give you a clue.
I got a clue.
I will also give you a clue.
Thank you, I got 3 clues now. I'm gonna pass the turn to you, good sir, about me.
That's me, untap and draw a card. So I'm gonna cast this Necromancy.
I pass on Necromancy.
I'm going to target the Gilded Drake that you discarded from the Wheel of Misfortune crew. Yeah, that one. I want to put that into play. I'm gonna target Kraum because Tivit has Ward. Can't target Tivit, sadly. It's a good protection spell.
You get my Kraum.
Here's a Kraum. I would rather have the Tivit, but Tivit was protected. And well, yeah, that's a card engine of sorts, so I pass.
Move to my turn. So I also forgot about the ward on Tivit, which is really funny because I could have protected my Kraum because as you can see my hand doesn't do much. This Praetor's Grasp is really good though. I didn't really expect to top take Praetor's Grasp, but I did, so here we are. I need to do some math, but I think I can just win the game here by Praetor's Grasping Mons for Breach. If I did remember about the ward, I actually would have pacted the Necromancy due to me really needing Kraum, just having protection and nothing else. But drawing the Praetor's Grasp, I think it saves us. So let's just go for it. Hopefully it works. Land for turn will be this Gemstone Caverns. Great land. Tap 2 for a Talisman of Dominance. I am dominating. Tap 3 to cast this Praetor's Grasp targeting Mons.
I have no response to this.
Yeah, Mons, can I have your reach?
Yeah, you can have my Underworld Breach. All yours. Here it is. Enjoy.
No, it's here. Don't you see it?
Well, how did it get there? Wait, where did it go?
Tap 2 to cast this Dramatic Reversal. Dramatic Reversal resolves. Not untapping lands this time. Let's go. One colorless floating. Cast this Underworld Breach.
I will crack 2 treasures and crack 1 clue to draw a card. Sadly, no more responses.
Rip Arena. Underworld Breach resolves. Tap for red to cast a gamble from my graveyard. Gamble, exiling Nos, exiling land, and exiling the Wheel of Misfortune. Gamble resolves, putting this card in my hand, discarding a card randomly, and discarding this Swan Song. I will cast a LED from my graveyard, exiling Dark Ritual, Rite of Flame, and Praetor's Grasp. So from here I can tap this Smoke Soap Ball for a blue, use my colorless floating, cast a Brain Freeze. This Brain Freeze will mill me for 30 cards. So from there I can just loop it with the Alliance Eye Diamond to mill my whole deck, and then cast a Thassa's Oracle to win the game. GG.
If it wasn't for that Swan Song from Cruise, I would definitely have won the game with the Peer into the Abyss that I had in my hand after that Wheel of Misfortune from Pontus. Or Pontus would never really have done it, but we'd have gotten the mana to do it anyways.
Bad 4, sadly. Better luck next time. Well, at least Tivit did not get stolen.
Starting hands were a disaster, right? So all hands were bad. We always just have this thing, oh, I would win next turn, but yeah, I lost it. That's fine.
So luckily we forgot about the ward Tivit, so we didn't pact the Necromancy and just drew into a win. That's very lucky. I appreciate it.